I bought the smart mirror because it was on sale. It looked amazing. A full-length mirror with a built-in display that it showed the weather, the time, my calendar, even the latest news. It felt like something from the future. The first 3 days were perfect. Every morning I'd stand in front of it while getting ready for work. Nothing unusual until Thursday. I looked into the mirror and noticed someone standing behind me. Tall man, completely still, his face hidden in darkness. I spun around immediately. Nobody. The room was empty. I looked back at the mirror. He was gone. Laughed. Maybe I was tired. Maybe it was a reflection from outside. I ignored it the next morning. He was back. Same place. Standing behind me. Closer this time. Again, I turned around. Nothing. The room was empty. But when I looked back into the mirror, he smiled. My heart nearly stopped. I blinked. He disappeared. I checked the mirror settings. Maybe it was some strange SCREENSAVER. Maybe augmented reality. Maybe a software bug. I reset everything. Factory settings. Nothing changed. That night, I covered the mirror with a blanket dot. At exactly 3:14 a.m., I woke up. The blanket was on the floor. The mirror was uncovered. The display was on. It simply read, "Good morning." The clock said, 13:14 am. The next day, I installed a security camera facing the mirror. I wanted proof. That night I slept with every light on. The following morning, checked the footage. 4 hours. Nothing happened. Then 3:14 a.m. The mirror turned on by itself. The display disappeared. Instead, it became a normal reflection. Only my bed was empty. According to the mirror, I wasn't sleeping there. A few seconds later, someone walked into the reflection. It was me. But I never got out of bed. The reflection version of me stood in front of the mirror. Then slowly stepped closer until his face filled the entire mirror. Then he whispered something. The camera had no audio. I froze up, replayed it over and over, trying to read his lips. Finally, I understood. He said, "Don't look away." That night, I stayed in front of the mirror, watching it waiting. Nothing happened. Hours passed. Then I blinked. Less than a second. When my eyes opened, the reflection had changed. Everything behind me looked normal. Except my reflection wasn't copying my movements anymore. Raised my left hand. My reflection didn't move. It simply stared at me, smiling. I stumbled backward. The reflection remained perfectly still. Then it raised its own hand slowly. It pointed behind me. I refused to turn around, remembered the warning. Don't look away. The reflection kept pointing. Its smile grew wider. Then it mouthed 3 words. "He's behind you." I couldn't help it. I turned around. Nothing. The room was empty. I looked back at the mirror. The reflection was gone. The mirror now reflected an empty room. I wasn't there anymore. Only my bedroom. Without me. I'd touched the glass. Nothing. No reflection. Just the room. The next morning, my phone rang. My sister. She asked why I had visited her house during the night. I told her I hadn't. She sent me footage from her doorbell camera at 3:14 a.m. Someone who looked exactly like me stood outside her front door. He smiled at the camera, then said, "Tell him to stop looking." I stopped using the mirror. I unplugged it, moved it into storage, covered it completely. Weeks passed. Nothing happened. I finally relaxed. Until one evening, walked past the storage room. The mirror was glowing through the blanket. Slowly pulled the cover away. The screen turned on. No weather, no clock, No calendar. Only one sentence. Reflections sync complete. The glass slowly brightened. I looked into it. The room behind me looked normal, but the person in the mirror wasn't me. He smiled, turned around, and walked away, leaving my reflection dot standing alone, staring directly at me. Then my real body stopped moving, but the reflection waved goodbye. The screen went black. The last notification appeared. New user detected. I never looked into another mirror again. But sometimes, when I walk past store windows, my reflection is still a few steps behind.